From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now all the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Monday, October 26th. Senate Democrats continue to hold the floor in an effort to stall the confirmation of Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the U.S. Supreme Court. The Republican-led Senate voted yesterday to advance the confirmation of Barrett, with the confirmation likely happening today with the majority of Republicans mostly united in support behind President Trump's pick. Democrats are arguing that the November 3rd election winner should choose the nominee to fill the vacancy left by the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. If Barrett is confirmed, the Supreme Court would have a 6-3 conservative majority. The family of an IU student killed by a stray bullet in New York City is asking people to come forward with information. 20-year-old Ethan Williams was killed early Saturday morning in Brooklyn. Police have not made any arrests. His family tells us that Williams graduated from Franklin Central. He was a sophomore film student at IU. In a statement sent to News 8, Williams' family said Ethan was living out his dream of visiting New York City when he was hit by the stray bullet. The family wrote, Ethan loved people, particularly those who were marginalized or hurting. If he had the opportunity to say something to the shooter, we know that he would invite him for a cup of coffee and ask to hear their story. He would forgive without delay. Ethan always saw beyond the surface and took the time to help others feel seen, important, and loved. Police in Hamilton County are searching for two girls they believe were taken from their home in Sheridan and could be now in Alabama. Alabama officials confirmed 12-year-old Savannah Mills and 10-year-old Rachel Mills were seen in that state. The last known sighting was Saturday night in Eclectic, Alabama. Eclectic is a rural town about 30 miles north of Montgomery. Police say the girls were with their non-custodial mother, Donna Garcia. Anyone with information about the two girls is asked to call Sheridan Police. Vice President Mike Pence will hit the campaign trail today despite at least 5 of his staff testing positive for COVID-19. It comes as the U.S. records its largest single-day number of infections. John Lawrence reports on the response from the White House.
The coronavirus isn't showing signs of easing its grip on the U.S.
The reality is that the worst could be yet to come and that the beginning has been more or less the warm-up act for what's about to hit.
At least 35 states are seeing a rise in new week-to-week cases, according to Johns Hopkins University.
Some of the worst hit places in the country right now are rural areas, and those health facilities are very quick to be overrun.
As for the White House,
we're not going to control the pandemic. We are going to control the fact that we get vaccines, therapeutics, and other mitigation areas.
Sources tell CNN at least 5 members of Vice President Mike Pence's staff have tested positive for COVID-19. Pence, who the White House said tested negative for the virus on Sunday, spent the weekend on the campaign trail.
COVID is a reality that they don't want to face. This has been a failure, and they're just not going to talk about it now. And they'll just pretend that it's just not happening.
The University of Washington's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation predicts more than 100,000 lives could be saved through February if 95% of Americans wear masks while in public.
We know that it's easier to wear a mask in the winter than it is in the summer, and I think it would be very reasonable to put forward a mask mandate.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
More people have already cast ballots in the election than the number of people who voted early in 2016, and there are still 8 days to go before the election. A total of 58.6 million ballots have been cast across the United States. Indiana voters account for almost 1 million, according to our Secretary of State. Registered Democratic voters account for just over half of the country's early voter total. Over the weekend, some people waited in line for more than 6 hours to vote at new Indianapolis satellite locations. We have a list of those locations and the extended hours at wishtv.com. To the latest on the coronavirus, hospitalizations in Indiana are the highest since April. More than 1,600 people are in the hospital across the state. 32% of the state's ICU beds are available. The state health department confirmed nearly 2,200 new cases yesterday. That makes for more than 162,600 cases statewide. Another 12 people from Indiana have died, bringing the death toll close to 3,900 people. Free flu shots are available in the Martindale-Brightwood neighborhood. The Indiana Red Cross is partnering with local communities to provide the flu vaccinations. Another flu shot clinic will take place at the Martindale-Brightwood Public Library on Wednesday. They will be available today at Pace Indy at 28th and Keystone from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Wayne Township Fire Department in Indianapolis is giving away carbon monoxide and smoke alarms. The drive-through event will run from 5:15 to 6:30 this evening at Stoutfield Elementary School on West Bradbury Avenue. Fire experts say you should put a smoke alarm on every level of your home. The department is stressing that carbon monoxide alarms are not a replacement for smoke alarms. One person is dead and 17 others were injured after a hayride overturned in rural Illinois. It happened Saturday night in a town near the border of Iowa and Missouri. Illinois State Police say a tractor was towing more than 20 people riding in the back when it lost control and fell into a wooded ravine. A 32-year-old woman was killed. The other victims range in ages from 1 to 43. Illinois State Police found that the tractor was undersized for the hayride. Police cited the driver for failing to slow down to avoid an accident. Governor Holcomb says he will not host trick-or-treating at his home this year. Holcomb says he's following pandemic precautions advised by State Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Box. Holcomb and State House staffers usually dress in Indiana-related costumes for Halloween and pass out candy. According to the governor, his costume from the Netflix show Stranger Things will have to wait until next year. IU football head coach Tom Allen says the best is yet to come. The Hoosiers are waking up in the national rankings thanks to a big comeback on Saturday. Indiana is the 17th best team in America after stunning Penn State in overtime in their season opener. The team earned the program's first victory against a team ranked in the AP Top 10 since 1987. This is Indiana's best ranking since 1993. Up next, the Hoosiers play Rutgers on Saturday. Scott Dixon is now a 6-time IndyCar champion. He did not need to win yesterday's race in St. Petersburg. He just needed to do well, and he did. Dixon's biggest competition was rival Joseph Newgarden. To achieve the title, Newgarden needed a win and for Dixon to have a bad day. Well, Newgarden won the race, but Dixon's third-place finish still gave him enough points to add another milestone to his career. Dixon is just one championship win shy of A.J. Foyt's all-time record of 7 IndyCar championship wins. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.